when you get back to the top, or back to the beginning, just write down that number on your little index card there. Just anywhere. Just write that number down. And then add a 0. Because each of those lines have, on average, 10 words in each line. Most books today have about 10 words on a line. So that's just an easy way of figuring out how many words without having to go back and count every one of them. But what I want to do is show you some tools. Because see, in all of our reading, I noticed that when we go to read something, we do a number of things that really kind of sabotage our speed. One is, how many of y'all read like word by word? You read a line, you read a sentence that says, the cat ran, and you're basically reading word by word. Now, you don't have to raise your hands, but that's what the average in America, that's what we do. We go, the cat ran down the road, ... What we do is we see the symbol, okay, and then we hear the word in our head, and then we convert that symbol to an audible tone, and then we create an image out of it, don't we? So if it's the cat ran, we're sitting there going, okay, the cat ran, we hear the words, we see the fur ball on legs running down the street, right? Well, that's the problem is that we're taking a lot of information, and we're converting it, we're hamstringing ourselves, because how did we learn to read? Out loud. For most of us, we read sitting in a group, taking our turn, going around the circle, but we stopped there. So what we want to do is realize that in order to break this sound barrier, we have to begin to see the words as the image without hearing the sound. Hearing the word is called self-vocalization. Eliminating that is breaking the sound barrier. Now, how do you do that? Because that sounds like, for a lot of us, it's like, I don't know how anybody could do that. Well, Bill Gates does it quite effectively when he reads it over 5,000 words a minute at 90% retention. So he's seeing the symbols, he's converting them to an image, page by page at a time, and the information is going into his head, and he's converting it straight into the visualization. Now, a lot of us think, well, I couldn't do that. But you know what? We do it all the time. How many of you drive? You kids, I hope not. Okay, so you guys, he's sitting there going, but on the video games, it works fine, right? Here's the thing. We can drive. Can we drive and listen to the radio? Can we drive and even hold a conversation and listen to the radio? Can we even answer the phone and hold a conversation? No, I can't do that, but I know girls, they can do that, right? Well, the issue is that we're sitting there going 50 or 60 miles an hour down the highway, and we're taking in an enormous amount of information. Literally, we're taking in about 50,000 words a minute in information, visually. But yet we're sitting there thinking, I can't read faster than the national average is 227 words a minute. Okay? So how do you do that? How do you begin that process? Well, part of it is to begin to realize how your eye goes down a page.